What's up, guys? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center inside Waterford Lanes in Waterford, Michigan, where today we got the new Troublemaker Pearl by DV8, and we did the same layout as what you just saw out of that archetype hybrid. We're going to do the 45 by 4.5 by 45 layout. We're putting that pen right up above our bridge. We want it to be somewhat strong but controllable all at the same time. It's kind of like a medium strength type of pattern, nothing crazy. It allows me to really do what I want to do with my hand. The ball's going to respond to whatever I make it do. That's why I do a pattern like that. Plus, it helps so you guys can see from ball to ball the difference based on, okay, they all have the same pattern on them. Now we can just literally see only what the difference in ball shape is. So we've got it on the 39-foot sport pattern that you just saw with the archetype hybrid. We're going to throw it over there. I didn't throw any shots on the league pattern because you're able to see exactly what you want to see on this pattern over here. So I'm going to take it over there, and we're going to see what the Troublemaker Pearl has here in a minute, so stay tuned.
They say bowling is a dying sport.
A dying sport.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree.
BowlerX.com for the love of bowling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have the pretty blue, gold, and blackish bowling ball, the Troublemaker Pearl. And one of the things I like about it is the blue and gold. Go blue. National champions. Call them cheaters all you want. Hey, you know what? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm just kidding. Don't cheat, kids. Don't cheat. But here we go. We're going to, it wasn't cheating anyway, don't get me started on that. But here we go, a little bit straighter, 9, 10, 11 range, see what this one's got. I expect this one to be a little bit quicker than the archetype. I mean, ever since I went and took some advice from the guys at Bowl U, the Rick Benoit, Brad Angelo, Alan Levitt, I believe is his last name. Alan's been the one that really helped me, and Cody Shoemaker, shout out to those guys. They really helped me a lot to be able to see things differently and to be able to match my eyes up to my game. Me trying to go to certain bowling balls that made no sense at certain times. I understood what I was trying to get my ball to do, but I didn't understand what to actually do in certain situations. Like a lot of the times, and most, I know I'm rambling, but I'm trying to explain this for you. A lot of the times when I'm bowling, I just make moves based on what I'm seeing, and yes, I understand what I want it to do, and most of the time I end up making the correct decision a lot of the times, but the times when I don't make the correct decision, it's because of my lack of seeing the lanes and seeing my ball motion the right way. So I bowled an event this weekend, finished third, had an opportunity to win the event going into the last couple of frames, and just didn't pull it off, but it was still great. It was still nice to be able to watch my ball do exactly what I wanted it to do. So shout out to those guys. I had to give them a quick plug there. Here we go. Go ahead, comment below if you've actually ever dealt with any of the Bowl U programs, any of the Bowl U stuff. Let me know what you think. So now we're gonna move 5 left. We just tripped a 4-pin at that 9, 10, 11 range. Now let's get to the 13, 14, 15 range and see how many 4-pins we can trip. Oh, geez Louise. You can't trip a 4-pin if you don't hit the head pin. That one might have came off my hand just a little too quick. Boom. That one flew off my hand. Let's try that one again. So we know when you miss it at the bottom and you miss to the right on a 39-foot sport pattern, she ain't gonna hook. So that's good to know. Let's try that again without the bad shot. A little better. Yeah, this ball's much quicker, a little bit sharper angles off of the dry than what the archetype hybrid was. The archetype, you could see, was just a little bit smoother, a little bit earlier maybe. This one seems to be really getting up and going. This is the ball that Tim Foy was using an awful lot at that PBA event in Delaware when he made the TV show. He didn't use it on TV. I don't think. You saw the two-hander, Tomas, actually use this ball a little bit on the right lane. So all right, now let's go 5 more left. Now we're looking at that 17, 18, 19 range. Yeah, so this is definitely not a ball that I would be using in this situation, but you can see how nice the motion is off the back of the pattern. So this would be a ball that I would go to if the archetype hybrid ever got to a point where it was too slow, all of a sudden it wasn't getting the corners out because it was just bleh, and I needed something to be a little bit higher response to get through the mud. That would be the ball I would go to. It would be something like this Troublemaker Pearl. See how much more responsive it is, but it's not going to give me room for error. It's not going to be the correct shape on this pattern unless I were to do something drastic, like either heighten my speed, roll it a little bit more forward, do something to get the ball to be a little bit slower rather than so high response. But I want you to be able to see what it does all the way across the lane, so we're going to move 5 more left. Now we're going to be in that 19, 20, 21 range. That's 5 trip 4s in 2 videos, folks. And now we're starting to get to a point where maybe this ball could come into play. If you decided you wanted to play a steep angle, you might use something like this in there. Problem is then it pretty much takes away your room for error to the right. And probably your room for error in also. I think this ball probably takes away your room for error either direction on any part of the lane because it's so quick. So again, like I said, that doesn't mean just because it doesn't look great right here, although the motion looks good, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be good for you in league or somewhere else. So here we go. 5 more left. We're going to get to the 21, 22, 23 range. See what I mean? So it's just so sharp. It makes such a sharp angle. And I'll show you, I'm going to throw one to the right now. Let me move my eyes a little bit to the right off of this, open my angle up a pinch, and see if that actually gets it there, or if it's going to like bucket, or whatever it's going to do. So I'm going to move my eyes 2 to the right. And that's still picked up, so that's actually not awful. But again, so now we're seeing a 4-pin, still overreacts. I'll move my eyes 1 more right and see what happens. Woo, steep angle. This is going to shoot to the right. If this hits the head pin, I'll be shocked. Yeah, that's the issue. So that's what we're talking about. When you're using a quick bowling ball like this or something that's a sharp angle, it's going to get to that dry spot and it's going to make its motion and pretty much be done. It's going to have a hard time playing that angle. So you saw, I get it in and it goes through the face. I get it out there and it buckets. No good. You don't want that. That's not to say the ball is bad. The ball reaction on this pattern is not good in this circumstance. Later on in the day, once the lanes transition a little bit and we start to see the pattern get a little bit more muddy, the backside of the lane start to get a little bit more slow, what we call it, to where it's like really hard to get your ball to pick up and make a motion like that, that's when this ball will come into play. So just keep that in mind. Let's keep going left. Try to give you guys a little bit of education while we do this, a little bit of lane play strategy. I'm gonna get up against the ball return now. Another 4-pin. It's just so sharp, it has a hard time pushing through there. And again, it's another situation where if I move my eyes to the right, it's probably gonna bucket, because it's just trying to get to that spot down lane and make its motion really fast. It's not reading quick enough, it's not reading slow enough, it's reading way too quick. And when I say quick, I mean sharpness or high response to friction. All right, let's get in front of the ball return. Maybe it'll be good in here on this pattern. Four pin again. Man, if we can... Now, I will tell you, I could probably make this ball usable. All I have to do is either speed up or roll it more forward, which I'm already fairly forward with it. So I could speed up to make the ball slower, to make it not as responsive. But I still think the surface of the ball in the environment, probably not the right ball. Going to be good for league. If you want a ball that's going to get going down lane, this is going to be it. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to try to throw it just a little harder. Oh, I missed left. Missed left and had the left side 4-pin. I 4-pinned on the left side, which technically is a 6-pin, but you know what I meant. One more time. We do one more. And then we'll call her a day. So now you see that one, that's the one that I picked up my speed, which makes it just a little slower. Now it still makes the motion down lane, but it gets it to where I can play an angle that's at least playable with this ball. Unfortunately, like I said, that's not what you would want to be doing, you know? So I would personally be trying to use something like this NV Tour, which I'll show you this one just because I want you to see it. This ball's amazing, I love this ball. But personally, this would be the ball in this area-ish that I would be trying to play. A little closer to that. Not exactly like that. I probably should tighten that angle up a little bit. Maybe roll it even a little bit more forward to keep it controllable. Let me try one more here. See if it does the right thing. See if it does the goody things. Tighten the angle up just a little bit. Oh. Roll two. Boom, baby. Awful shot. Awful shot. One more time. One more time. We're going to do the right thing here. These reviews get my angles open. Got to practice afterwards. Make sure I get my angle shut back down. That was better. That's what we're looking for. So something like that. A little bit more controllable, not as whippy. You can see it be a little bit more round. So there you go. That's that Troublemaker Pearl by DV8. So make sure, hit the link in the description. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button for me. Hit the comment below. Tell me what you think of this new camera setup to where this thing tracks me and it shows you every angle all the way through. Tell me what you think of that. Tell me what you think of the ball. Just tell me anything. Tell me I'm ugly. It's fine. But that's all I got for you. Make sure to hit the link in the description to get yours today. Order it from BowlerX.com. Until next time, I'm out of here. See you guys later.